Turn those lights on.
We're getting started. Here we go.
Alright, guys. Video's not working. I have no idea why, but I'm going to pass it off to my buddy Dave here. Forgot his name for a second. But, you know, he's been in it for a couple months. Kid's absolute animal. Personal development monster. So, you know, definitely listen up to him.
Yeah. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out, taking some time out of your day on an icy Monday night. Well, my name's David. You know, I work at Quick Check 40 plus hours a week. Sucks ass. My buddy Joe came into my work one day. You know, he was bullshitting with me, talking to me about college, asking me if I was going. I said no, I couldn't get the financial aid, and my parents didn't have the income to help me. So he's like, well, what would you do if I told you you have an opportunity that could help you pay for college, make you tons of money, and get you in a brand new car? I was like, well, tell me more. And so he started going on telling me the general idea about it, and he told me if I wanted to learn more to be at his house the next day at 5. So I went home that night, busted open the door, told my girlfriend I'm going to spend $500 and be a millionaire. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was just like, I'm going to be a millionaire. Now, at this point, nothing she could say could stop me. I'm the type of person that makes my decisions quickly and changes my mind slowly. So the next day I went to the meeting at 5. I met Brad, Rich, and Eric. They completely opened my eyes to a business that I was completely unaware of that could generate the income that I can only dream of. And, you know, I got on board the very next day, and it finally hit me. I may not be living paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by. You know, I've watched people's lives be destroyed by the stress of money like my parents, and, you know, I didn't want that. You know, the top 4 factors of stress nowadays are job pressure, money, health, and relationships. And there's actually a study on heart attack patients that 15 to 30% of them have suffered from severe emotional stress. So if you could eliminate 15 to 30% of your stress with this opportunity, isn't it a no-brainer? To me, it is. But like I said in the beginning, I was off like I am for college, but look at the statistics. 85% of kids are moving back home with mom and dad after they graduate, and 54% of those kids are underemployed or unemployed, making an income about $25,000 a year. Not really easy to pay your student loan debt at that point. But like I said, I'm all for college. Just make sure you have a vehicle such as this to get your way through it. But a little more about the product. Our CEO, B.K. Borrego, started this company 9 years ago out of Scottsdale, Arizona, when his parents died unexpectedly of lung and heart disease. He saw A, the economy is shot, and B, us young children don't really tend to give a shit what we put in our bodies. But it's VIMA, it's an acronym, it stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. Vitamins A through E, 12 full spectrum vitamins, 65 plant source minerals, mangosteen, Southeast Asia superfruit full of antioxidants, helps spike down your blood sugar. Aloe vera, good for your hair, skin, and nails, and helps support immune and digestive systems. And 5 years ago, he took this 2-ounce formula, put it into some reverse osmosis purified water, and natural caffeine, and you got Verve. Something that us young children and young guys tend to put in our body on a daily basis, such as like Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, you know, coffee, and you know, pretty much you're taking this healthy drink, sharing it with your friends, and building a network off it, and creating a business and getting paid. But that's all I have for you. But I'm gonna pass it off to Rich. You know, I wouldn't be up here until he pushed me to get up here. You know, he's getting me speaking, and I'm loving it actually, getting out of my comfort zone. But here you go, give me.
Alright, guys. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Rich, 18 years old. Definitely thanks for coming out tonight. You know, a lot of the work is just showing up. So, you know, definitely give yourselves a hand for, you know, just showing up tonight. Alright, I know there's only a couple new people, somebody that's been to a meeting already. But if you're new tonight, don't make the assumption that you already know what this is without really getting into it, because this is a big deal. It's from kids just like us. This is not something you hear about once and you blow off. But a little bit about myself. I heard about this 4 months ago. Buddy of mine, Corey, over there, he gives me a call. He goes, dude, what are you doing right now? I said, no, I was hanging over one of my friend's house. He goes, you're going to be a 20-year-old kid making $2,000 a week, driving a paid-for BMW. So I was like, I turned my friend, I'm like, dude, let's go hear this out. He goes, oh, it's that Venmo thing. You know, they're getting scammed. I don't want to hear about it. You're going to want to do it if you go there. So I was like, dude, 20-year-old kid making $2,000 a week driving a car. I always want it for free. We're going. I don't give a shit what you say. So, you know, I went and I listened to these two kids talk, Joe Bruno and Brad Higgins. And everything that they said flat out appealed to me. These kids were a couple years older than me. They lived the lifestyle I wanted. They drove the cars that I wanted. They created the income I wanted. And most importantly, they had the time freedom that I always wanted. So, you know, a light bulb went off in my head when they told me, you do what we do, you say what we say, you're going to get what we get every single time. I step back and look who I'm taking advice from. Everybody's taking financial advice from somebody. It's, you know, all we're saying is change who you're taking financial advice from. Because I was taking advice from, you know, my friends graduating from high school, going into construction. My friends graduating from high school, going into A&P, you know, making $10 an hour. You know, I like, trust, and respect my parents, but my dad works 60-plus hours a week. He's going to work for more than 50 years of his life and hope to retire on less than 40% of his income. You know, along with that, my 4 uncles and my 2 cousins all do construction with my dad. And I was literally insane. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And I was the #1 victim of that. I thought by putting on the same clothes as them, same tools, and doing the same work, I was going to create a different lifestyle and a different wealth. You know, I saw my future in front of me. I saw the houses I'd be living in, cars I'd be driving, the money I would have, and, you know, the time frame I didn't have, it just straight up didn't appeal to me. So, you know, I changed who I was taking advice from. I hop on board with this. My mom comes up to me and she goes, oh, I did Amway back in the day. Those things don't work. You know, I've been around before. Don't waste your money. My friends are calling this thing a cult, wasting my money in a pyramid scheme. I asked my friends how to spell pyramid scheme. They didn't even know how to spell pyramid. Why the hell would I ever take advice from them? Because, you know, there's a thing called law of association, which states that you're a product of your 5 people, the 5 people that you associate yourself the most with. If your friends are going out smoking weed, drinking, don't have a job, don't create the income you want, don't live the lifestyle you want, that's who you're going to be. You surround yourself with successful people, you're going to become successful. I know I'm just an average-ass 18-year-old kid. Nothing special about me. I'm not going to be the next LeBron James or Michael Jordan. My parents said I have millions of dollars for me to go out and start my own business, so I see this as an opportunity where I can start at the bottom, put in time, energy, and effort, and work my way up to the top. Because I wish the video played, but there's no more contesting this, guys. 9 months ago, this business was a theory. This thing might work. This thing might go to the billions, but it's actually happening. It's either you're in or you're out. That's what it's coming down to. But, you know, all we're doing here, when I first heard about it, I was like, I do not have time to go sell cans to, you know, my friends for $3 in school. I don't have time to go sell formula to old ladies, you know, going door to door. But that's not what we're doing here. A lot of people think that we're can salesmen. We don't push cases, guys. We're here to make a dramatic change in your life if you're ready for it. Not every single person is, and that's okay. That's why we're here for every step of the way. You know, what we're doing here, this is network marketing. It's nothing new. It's been around for hundreds of years. You know, it's a proven industry. They do $167 billion a year in revenue. If you take the NBA, NFL, NHL, and the movie industry, you double their revenues, it still doesn't come close to network marketing. I never knew that. Some of the new people definitely never knew that before because we're not taught it in schools. We're not taught it in our life. What are we told our entire lives? We don't bash education whatsoever. Everyone here probably has a degree or is going for the degree. Eric in the back. You know, we don't bash education whatsoever, but what are we told our entire lives? Go to high school to get good grades. Why? So you graduate to get into a good college, get good grades in college so you graduate, you fill out a resume, and you beg someone for a job. Literally hands and knees begging people for jobs, like Dave said. Half the people don't even get jobs out of college. Degrees don't mean shit anymore, guys. Okay, so you're begging someone for a job to tell you how much you're worth an hour. How much is your time worth? You can't answer that question. You're putting the fate of success on someone else's shoulders. And it just didn't make sense to me. You know, we conform. We're just told, he didn't touch on it, but 3% of this country owns 97% of the wealth. We conform, guys. We conform with the 97%. We just do what everybody else does, and guess what? We get what everybody else gets. All we're saying is everyone's going this way, take a different path and do something different. Trying to break your employee mindset. This is a chance to, you know, work smarter, not harder. But some of the bigger names in the industry are like Amway, Avon, Mary Kay, Herbalife. These are multi-billion-dollar companies. Amway, $1 billion a month. And they got there from our moms, dads, aunts, and uncles, going around cold calling, going door to door trying to sell product. They'd be pumped up if they had this front row at their own home event to rub lotion on each other, guys. So what do you think is going to happen when a company comes out with a product that pertains to the most socially connected age demographic ever? Guys, this thing is going to get really huge with kids just like us. You know, it's either you want to do it or you don't. How big is the piece of the pie do you want? Because, you know, when you get deeper into a network marketing company that's so young, Right now, we just hit year 9. Back in 2012, we did 120 million in sales. First 6 months of 2013, we did 126 million. We're doubling every month. We're going to hit 230 million this year. We're not even going to hit $250 million yet. Amway and Avon do that in a week. The room for growth is absolutely mind-blowing. It's kids like us who get deeply rooted into it are going to be making a lot of money. As you know, we're professionals at building networks, guys. All network marketing is, and the hardest part about it, is creating an active network of consumers drinking the product. Half the work is already done. We've been building networks our entire lives. We're professionals at doing it. Think about it. We built Facebook, built Instagram, we built Twitter, Vine. We built every single one of those, yet we never got compensated for it. Mark Zuckerberg took Facebook public, made billions and billions of dollars. Yet every single person in here probably has a Facebook. Raise your hand if you don't have a Facebook. Exactly. Everyone here has a Facebook with right around 1,000 friends, and he made billions of dollars. This is Facebook meets Amazon meets nutrition. They're just taking a product and implementing it into our networks, and all we're doing, we're drinking it and sharing with our friends. Where the money's really coming from, how we're able to get paid in this business, is our company spends their advertising budget different than everybody else. Red Bull, $1 billion a year on just advertising. They're paying millions of dollars to people like Shaun White, Blake Griffin, Travis Pastrana, do a backflip on his motorcycle with a Red Bull jersey. Guy jumping out of his face with Red Bull across his chest, millions and millions of dollars. What our company does is just simply use word-of-mouth advertising. And new traditional advertising doesn't work. The only reason we know about Red Bull is because it's been around for hundreds of years. And when we used to watch commercials, we used to see Red Bull and we'd go and buy it because we seen Shaun White with it, and Shaun White was a cool ass dude back in the day. Now he's just some guy with red hair and we don't care anymore. Commercials. Do we watch commercials anymore? No. DirecTV's taking away TiVo because every person in America is TiVoing through commercials. YouTube, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you skip ad every single time. The ads that you can't skip, you want to rip your eyeballs out. You don't want to watch your stuff anymore, guys. It doesn't work. But say, I go up to Steve, Steve, go see Bad Grandpa. It's the funniest movie you're ever going to see. Steve goes to see Bad Grandpa. Director of the movie is not going to send a check in the mail to me saying, thanks for getting someone out to come check out my movie. Thanks for causing a sale towards my movie. It doesn't work like that. Our company's taking 50 cents out of every dollar they make and paying it back to kids like us for just simply referring a healthy alternative to our friends. Because I know all my friends, they wanted to make money and be healthy. That's all you have to be, guys. All my friends are drinking Red Bull, Monster, 5 Hour Energy. They're drinking all them garbage products. Probably a lot of people that are drinking them too. Red Bull is absolutely liquid acid going into your body. Red Bull is sugar water mixed with taurine. It speeds up your heart rate, and you mix it with alcohol, you can die. They put 20,000 people in the ER last year. Monster killed 3 kids. 5 Hour Energy killed 13. Guys, this stuff is not good for you. Why would you drink it? Because raise your hand if you guys had a Verve today, or you tried the Verve if you're new. All right. Verve is one of the healthiest things you're ever going to put in your body. I can guarantee that. Because when you consume a Verve or any Vima product, you get 2 oranges, 9 avocados, 3 stalks of broccoli, 55 eggs, a cup of spinach, 3 cups of peas, 19 bananas, 62 ounces of cheddar cheese, 5 potatoes, 2 watermelons, 61 cups of tomatoes, 17 ounces of cherries, and 37 mushrooms. So a friend comes up to you and goes, oh, you're doing that Verve thing, you're in Vema. All your friends hate on is you consuming and sharing with your friends a high-focus, fast, metabolic, great pre-workout that you get your 12 daily vitamins from. Your friends don't know what the hell they are talking about. If they don't live the lifestyle you want, don't follow them. You take anything out of today, it's you do what people do, you say what people say, you're going to get what people get. Just choose who you want to take advice from. Because, I heard this line from one of my favorite speakers, and he said, throughout your life, you're going to be building a business, whether it's yours or someone else's. So choose wisely. This is a chance to build your own business, guys. Do what you want in life. We're not saying quit high school. We're not saying quit your job, drop out of college. We're saying to use this as a vehicle to get what you want in life. We all want that $1 million house. We all want that Ferrari, Lamborghini. But what are we doing to get there? Nothing. We're doing what everybody else does, guys. For anybody that's new, let me just ask you guys a quick question. What would an extra, $500 to $1,000 a month do for you guys? You see the vision, you see where this thing's going. What would an extra $500 to $1,000 a week do for you guys? That's the opportunity that you have here, guys. The video, if you've seen it, this opportunity, it means absolutely nothing if you're not taking advantage of it in the lifetime of the opportunity. And right now is when we're going to be the kids making a lot of money. Okay, guys? Because like I said, we're getting deeply rooted into it, and now is the lifetime of this opportunity. But it doesn't mean shit if you're not taking advantage of it. The kids that are in it right here, we see the vision, and we're going to take advantage of it. That's the difference. realized, the newest people here, I was the kid sitting there saying, I was all amped up in my seat. I was on like 4 verbs. And I was like, I'm going to make this fucking thing happen. Because if I don't, then I'm going to go out and do what everybody else does. And I'm going to get what everybody else gets. And I just didn't want to do it. Because there's 3 kinds of people in the world. There's people who make things happen, watch things happen, and people who wonder, what the fuck just happened? And I knew if I passed it up, that I'd be the kid sitting there saying, what the hell just happened? Why all my friends are making money in this company? I know I'm kind of rambling on here. I'm going to pass it off to my boy Steve over here. If you didn't listen to me or Dave, definitely listen to this kid. Because if it wasn't for him, none of this would have been here right now. None of this would have ever happened if it wasn't for this kid. He taught us everything that we know. The only reason I'm up here speaking, the only reason I can teach Dave how to speak is because of this kid. So, definitely give it up for Steve.
Well, I was introduced to this thing about 8 months now. Kids come running up to me with these verb cans, telling me I'm going to make millions of dollars, drive BMWs, and, be financially free by the time I'm 20 years old. I was like, dude, you guys are absolutely stupid. You're getting scammed. It's way too good to be true, and it's not going to work out. And, 2 months later, my brother comes up to me. He's like, yo, I got this sick business opportunity. I want you to hear it out. And I was like, what is it, that Vimo thing? I know all about it. Thing's dumb as hell, dude. You're getting scammed. And I was like, dude, I don't know what you heard about this company, but there's a 19-year-old kid coming to our house tonight, making $2,000 a week, driving a 2013 BMW. And I was like, wait, hold up. 19 years old, $2,000 a week. Maybe my perception about this company was a little bit tainted, So I heard this kid, Jesse Munn, 19 years old, dude, average ass kid, like 4'5", dude. I was like, holy shit, this kid's making $2,000 a week. I'm pretty sure anybody in the world could do this. So I heard the whole thing out, dude. It made sense to me. I sat down with him after, and he asked me 3 questions, which literally changed my entire life. The first question, he was like, yo, dude, who do you listen to when it comes to making money? I was like, well, my parents, my teachers, my friends. And he was like, all right, cool, man. The second question, he's like, all right, dude, do you want to be a millionaire in your lifetime? I was like, yeah. Are you kidding? Of course I want to be a millionaire. And the third question, he's like, all right, cool. You want to be a millionaire? Do you honestly believe that it makes sense to follow people who have never made $1 million before? So when I heard that, I kind of took a huge step back, and I was like, whoa, holy shit, dude. That makes sense and all, but if I don't follow them, who am I actually supposed to follow? Like Rich touched up on, 3% of this country owns 97% of all the wealth. So if 3% owns everything, not offending anybody, but that means most of our moms, dads, teachers, professors, and friends really don't know how to make a lot of money. Most people know how to make a living. They don't know how to make a fortune. And that's why most people we know are struggling financially and, really don't have a lot of money. So I was like, shit, if I follow what everyone else is doing, graduating and getting a job like everybody else, I'm going to be stuck like them. Dude, I saw my parents, dude. My dad works every single day from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And he comes home, he's tired, and he watches TV, and then he passes out. Monday through Friday. And I was like, dude, I got to do something different. I don't want to do that my one life I have to live. Just think about this, dude. We're God's highest form of creation. Why on earth would we ever let somebody tell us when to show up to work, when to eat lunch, when to go home, and on top of that, hey, you're worth $20 an hour, hey, I'm going to pay you $75,000 a year. Why? Dude, here you create your own income. You can be worth whatever you want to be worth. There's no cap limit on this. It's performance-based driven income. You want to make a lot of money? Work hard. More money than that? Work harder. So I saw that. I was always a motivated, ambitious kid. I just needed something to transfer that into, and that's what I found with this company. But like I said, I was skeptical. I blew this thing off for 2 months. I said, this is way too good to be true. It's a scam. I called this a pyramid scheme. I didn't even know what a pyramid scheme was. But an actual pyramid scheme is, it's just a money game. So I dish out money, goes pocket to pocket to pocket to pocket. It flows up, and nothing comes down. In a pyramid scheme, there's no tangible product or commodity. We obviously have Verve, we have Vima, a whole weight loss line. And in a pyramid scheme, there's no customers. About 80% of this business is run just off of customers, people who like the products and don't want to do the business model behind it. Also, pyramid schemes are 100% illegal in the United States. I didn't know that. Dude, that means our CEO would be in handcuffs, jail right now. We did $120 million in sales last year. We're going to do $230 million at the end of this year. Obviously, the government knows what we're doing. We fill out W-9s, get taxed on every dollar we make. So this is not a pyramid scheme. The Direct Selling Association monitors pyramid schemes. They affiliate themselves with Vima. Dr. Oz had Verve on his show 2 times in the past year. His boss is Oprah Winfrey. I don't think they would attach their names and legacies to an illegal business model. Verve's the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. They have a whole Verve Lounge with arena, holds about 500 people, so the credibility is there. It's whether you believe it or not, because honestly, it doesn't matter. We're looking for 1, 2 motivated, ambitious kids who want change in their life and who don't want to do what everybody else is doing, and that's being average. We're normal people with above average dreams and goals. We want to do something different, so we're taking this and just running with it, because why not? These opportunities don't come around all the time. Take advantage of them and do something different. But that's really all I have to say. I'm going to pass it off to how to get involved. All you do is you just buy product. No sign-up fee, no registration fee, no membership fee, just buying product. There's 3 ways to get involved. So 150 pack, you come on 2 cases of Verve. Free app and website that manages your business for you. The $1,000 pack, we don't really touch up on that. I don't know anyone who's ever done that. And there's a $500 builder pack. You're getting 6 cases of Verve, box of energy shots, but 3 bonuses that the 150 pack doesn't unlock. First bonus called the Frenzy bonus. You introduce this product and concept to 30 friends in a week, any week of the year, you're gonna make $1,000. Second bonus is called the car bonus. So you hit the certain rank in the company called Diamond. It's about 100 people in your network. The company's going to pay you $400 extra a month to lease or finance any BMW, Mercedes, or Mini Cooper of your choice. That's a really nasty advertising tactic. My brother's 22 years old, Eric 23. They're driving nicer cars than their parents. So this thing is happening. The proof is outside. You can't say this doesn't work or anything. Also, the third bonus is actually brand new. It's called the college tuition bonus. Student loan debt being the #1 debt in America. Kids need a way to pay that back, because most kids, like they said, dude, graduating and you can't really find a job. So you need a way to pay your student loans back. So instead of getting the car money, you could put it towards any student loans you might have. But realize you're opening up your own business for $150 or $500 to open up your own global business. That's literally nothing. It costs $1.2 million to franchise a McDonald's, and you won't see profit for 7 years. You could see profit with this company in your first day. It's crazy. There's no capital, like I said. No one's going to tell you you're worth $8 an hour. None of that. You decide that yourself. So now I'm going to pass it off to my buddy Eric. Absolute animal in this company. His Mercedes-Benz is chilling outside. 23 years old, like I said. Absolute leader, so really give it up for him.
Alright, I'll kind of keep this short because they did cover a lot to what this actually is about, but pretty much a lot of you guys do know my story, and I'll keep it kind of simple and simplify everything as simple as possible. That was like 4 syllables in the middle, but definitely I heard about this about 12 months ago, back in January, by a good friend of mine, Steve Graziani. Completely blew him off. I was that kid with the big ego and a little bank account. I didn't give a shit what he had to say. Didn't care what he had to say. I was content what I was doing. I used to do heated air conditioning. I did it since I was 15 years old. I was happy I had a job because I saw the facts that a lot of people do not have jobs, or they're not getting paid the amount of money they want to be getting paid. So I was comfortable living like most people are, but definitely had a closed mind about it. Definitely didn't believe in it. Thought it was a scam. Thought it was a pyramid scheme. Thought it was too good to be true. Blew him off. Didn't care what to say. Fast forward 5 months from January to May, it opened up my eyes. I was stuck in this situation I didn't want to be in. I knew I always wanted a nice car, a nice house. I knew I was always going to be wealthy in life, but I just never knew how. I had the vision that I was going to make a lot of money, but I wasn't making a lot of money yet. So this opportunity came back to me the second time, and thank God that it did, because it's completely changed my life, as corny as that sounds. Because what this really is about, it's not about the drinks, it's not about the cars, it's complete change of mindset. You're going from that employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset, where you now work for yourself. You don't work for a boss that you're building his dreams, you're actually building your own dreams. So what you're doing, performance-based driven income. It's simple. The more work you put in, the more results you're going to see. Yeah, Brad and I hit Diamond in 3 months. We didn't crack open a can, a Beamer and Ben showed up. It doesn't work like that. We did sacrifice the whole summer. We did sacrifice the blunt on the weekend. We did sacrifice the drinking on the weekends. That's what we did. We sacrificed those things to live for every day being a Saturday and a Sunday. We sacrificed those things to have time freedom. Not many people in America actually know what time freedom is. My parents absolutely do not know what time freedom is, and that's scary. They've lived, 54 years of their life without knowing what actual time freedom is? Take a step, take a week of time freedom, and it's probably the best thing ever. Ever. It's like, if I can do this all over again, fast forward 12 months, it's like, that's the biggest regret I have, is blowing this off for 12 months. It's crazy. Like, we're hearing about VEMA in year 9. Yeah, it's going to go to year 10, year 12, 15, 16, 20, but the kids, the average kids who capitalize and make that decision to do something different and don't listen to their broke loser friends, because I did. I listened to my broke loser friends about this. It's the biggest regret I have also, because simply they didn't have what I wanted. They didn't have the time freedom, financial freedom. They had zero IQ on how to make money, but sadly, I still listened to them. I still took their advice without even them hearing it out. So definitely make your own opinion. Form your own opinion about this. Do the right research. Don't let a little skepticism or false accusation keep you away from this opportunity, because it's only getting bigger. Like I said, year 9 on the East Coast, or year 9 right now, first year on the East Coast, and it's only getting started. That's the best part about it. But I can kind of relate this best to a gym membership. Sign up for the gym. You go to the gym. You drink your protein shake. You walk around the gym, but you don't lift a single weight. Are you obviously going to see results? No. It doesn't. It's the same exact thing. The more work you put in, the more results you're going to see. And I don't like to sugarcoat this opportunity, because it does take work. If you're not going to put the work, if you're not going to put the time in, then you're going to waste our time. And our time is probably the most valuable thing that we have. So definitely don't waste our time. Don't waste your time. If you're serious about this, definitely connect with us. Because what it's done for me, it's not really about that. But my mom and dad won't be working in the next 2 years. I'm actually in the process of retiring my father, which will be working until he's 72 years old. Like, that's what this is about. It's not about this can. So when your friends hate on VEMA, that have no idea what they're talking about, they're just hating on goals of retiring our parents and having that time freedom and financial freedom. Your friends don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they're probably lost. So don't follow them. It's that easy. Like, I forget who said it, Rich. You say what people say, you do what people do, you're going to have what they have every single time. If you want to make $50,000 a year, follow someone who's making $50,000, and what's going to happen? You're going to get that. If you want to follow people making $100,000 a year, follow people that are making $100,000 and see what they do. See what they say. You're going to have every single dime. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate this. So it's only getting started, but really that's kind of it for me. I don't know if I missed anything. You guys did cover a lot, but for the newest person out there, don't try and explain this to your friends. Don't try and do that, because our first 2 meetings that we had, 0 of our friends showed up. 0. Our second meeting, 0 of our friends showed up. Why? Because we verbally puked all over them, so they didn't want to hear about this opportunity. They didn't believe in it. We had no credibility. So as the newest person, we will teach you, coach you, train you, tell you what to say. There's already a system in place. Save yourself time, energy, and money. So all you're doing is you're following the proven system. It's like the kid that introduced it to us. Took him 8 months to get the whip or the car. Took us 3. Why? Because he fell on his face for us. So what are we doing? We're falling on our face for the newest person, only if you follow the system though. You have to follow the system. It's that easy. So definitely don't overcomplicate this business. All you're doing is you're referring a product to your friends. You're implementing it into your life and just referring it to your friends. Yeah, the 2 excuses I did make, I didn't have the time and I have the money. Crazy thing about it, this is for time. This is for time. I didn't have the money was definitely an excuse. Why? Because I was getting drunk on the weekends, spending my money stupidly. So this is for money. Those 2 excuses are garbage, and I was the one using them. So definitely that's really it for me, but connect with, if you're new, definitely connect with us. Definitely ask questions, but don't go home without unanswered questions. You know, so definitely ask, but thanks Rich for having us. Thanks for all the speakers, and that's it.
Jacked up. Why nobody